On May 12, 2022, the skeletal remains of an unidentified woman were discovered in the woods of Wadesboro, North Carolina, near a National Guard armory. The body was badly decomposed and was found wearing hardly any clothing. The victim was estimated to have been a woman between 20 and 40 years old. All of the open missing persons cases in the area were cross-referenced to try to identify the body, but none could be linked back to the corpse. As a result, she was given the nickname Anson County Jane Doe. The body was dressed in nothing but leggings and a bra with no other belongings found nearby, so authorities speculated that foul play could have played part in her demise. Though the woman's cause of death wasn't yet confirmed, it was clear that something very strange happened during the final moments of Anson County Jane Doe's life. As authorities unsuccessfully tried to identify the woman in the coming months, they came across some truly disturbing images. At around 1:30 a.m. on August 22, 2021, a motion-activated trail camera set up by local hunters captured something in its view. It appeared to be a woman standing just out of frame. Just a couple minutes later, at 1:34, the cameras activated again, taking another photo. But this time, there was nothing there. For something to trigger the motion-activated camera, but not be in view by the time the photo was taken, it must have been moving very fast. This suggests that whoever or whatever was in the area must have been in a rush. 3 hours pass with no activity caught by the trail camera. Until 4:30 in the morning, she reappears. This time, we get a better view of the ghostly-looking woman. She appears disheveled as she hobbles back in the opposite direction that she was heading before. She's seen carrying nothing but a large walking stick. No bag and no personal belongings. She appeared distraught and terrified of something, yet at the same time emotionless and empty inside. Something just seemed off about her. She was wearing nothing but a bra and dirty leggings that looked soaked in some type of dark liquid. All of this lined up with the unidentified remains of Anson County Jane Doe. These unsettling images finally gave investigators something to work with, yet they were left with more questions than answers. Why was she wandering in the dark woods for hours all by herself in the middle of the night? What happened to her clothes, and why was she carrying nothing but a large stick? And most importantly, if this in fact was the Anson County Jane Doe, what led to her eventual demise after these photos were taken? Forensic investigators analyzed the images but came up empty-handed. The woman's leggings appeared to be soaked up to her thighs, suggesting that she may have crossed a river or creek at some point during the night. The trail camera that captured her final moments was located near a creek, giving some credence to this idea. Some speculate that she may have slipped and hurt herself trying to make her way through the water, resulting in her returning later with the stick to support herself. However, many believe that something darker was occurring. The eeriness of the woman's final photos and the unusual circumstances surrounding them led people to think she may have been experiencing a mental breakdown, while many suggested an even darker theory. The woman was found with no belongings, not even a phone, driver's license, or money, suggesting the possibility that she was being held captive before somehow managing to escape. If she really did escape such a situation, she likely wouldn't have had any time to get dressed, which would explain her tattered appearance in the photos. Things likely would have gotten violent if her captor found her after she escaped, which may explain her tragic demise nearby, where her final images were taken around 4:30 a.m. To this day, nobody officially knows what happened to Anson County Jane Doe on that fateful night. We're left to speculate about what her final hours were like, wandering those dark woods alone, just trying to survive. Fast forward to February 2022. A couple hunters were walking in the woods nearby where Jane Doe's body was found. They discovered a backpack. It was tattered and partially covered by foliage. They took the cash that was inside it and left the backpack behind. However, the backpack was never recovered, leaving us to wonder what clues were inside that could give us a look into what Jane Doe was doing in the woods before she died. Letting an important piece of evidence go missing like this may have proven detrimental to the case, and it added to the growing scrutiny over the way the investigators have handled things. Despite having photos of the woman's face, authorities have made little progress in finding out who Anson County Jane Doe really was, and given the eerie nature of her final images, the case has garnered attention online, with many becoming highly critical of the investigators and deciding to take matters into their own hands. Internet sleuths got to work. Several Facebook users linked Anson County Jane Doe's photos to this woman, Rae Johnston, a 36-year-old mother from Arizona who has been missing since 2021. Johnston's last reported sighting was in August of 2021. At the time, Amber and her boyfriend were planning to take a trip to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They left separately, and Amber planned to take a bus there on August 16th. On her very last Facebook post before going missing, Amber live-streamed from a bus before exiting in Winston-Salem. She hasn't been seen ever since. It is not clear whether or not she made it to Myrtle Beach. Her food stamp card was used by another woman after her disappearance. When authorities contacted the woman who used the food stamp card, she informed them that Amber's boyfriend sold it to her months before her disappearance. Amber was reported to have been using drugs leading up to her disappearance, with many stating she had been acting very erratic and paranoid. Authorities believe Amber's drug-fueled state caused her to grow irrationally fearful and unpredictable, which may have led to her throwing away her phone and important belongings. Does this explain the strange circumstances of Anson County Jane Doe's disappearance? Well, detectives stated that Amber Johnston's cell phone turned off after pinging in the Charlotte area, leading some to assume that she may have thrown out her phone during her drug-induced hike from Charlotte to Wadesboro. The only problem is, that would be over a 90-mile walk. Many are unsatisfied with this explanation, as it still does not answer how Jane Doe could have suddenly passed away once she got to the forest in Wadesboro. So people online kept digging until they found a potential match. Her name was April Michele Reid. She shared a striking resemblance to Jane Doe. However, in April of 2024, authorities stated that dental records confirmed the remains were in fact not April Michele Reid. April, Amber, and the Anson County Jane Doe's cases all remain open to this day.